Devotees and friends, sit around to one and all. And welcome to this evening's session. The final evening of discourses on Bhagwan Ganesh for this Ganesh Utsav celebration 2019. Today again we are blessed to have the presence of Pundit Vishnu with us. Welcome, Panditji. We are blessed again today that our message will be taken as far as it can go through Sankhya TV. My good friend Ramesh Ji and his wife Shelly is here with us. And so all you people from within Felicity and wherever you may come from, welcome. From 10 o'clock this morning, Pandit Atman Nanda is conducting puja. So by now, my dear friends, this Yajna Shala for the day is filled with that vibration of Shri Ganesh Ji. Let us all pray. Gajananam Bhutganadi Sevitam Kapeta Jambo Palasar Bhakshanam Uma Sutam Shoka Vinashikarkam Namami Vigneshwari Parapankajam Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Saraswati Rupena Sanskritam Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaram Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nagindraharam Trilochanayam Bhashmangragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuraya Digam Maraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Om Anjani Garbhasan Mukham Vayu Putro Mahabam Kumaro Brahmichari Cham Hanuman Me Prasidha Me Om Bhurbhuvasvam Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Vanattu Saha Vidyam Karvavahem Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahem Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem se bole Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki Jai. Swagatam Shri Ganesh Sharanam Gatam Shri Ganesh. Love and forgiveness, peace and love, please come to my life. Swagatam Shri Ganesh.
So last evening, my dear friends, we spoke and we looked at that demon by the name of Sindura. And last evening, my dear friends, we saw where Sindura went as heir into the womb of Uma Devi and was able to take the head off Ganesh Bhagwan, the embryo. This evening, we are going to look at how Shri Ganesh Bhagwan manifested and destroyed Sindura. Before I get there though, I told you all, this evening I'm going to give you all some of the teachings that Somkant had given as our every morning prayer to God, the bidhi, the process by which we should live and start our life on a morning. So I'm about to commence that at this point. So the devotees and friends, before I get there, and I think it's only fair that I hear Sita's voice this evening. That will give us the extra little go this evening. So Sita will sing for us and then I'll start with that. Anything nice fair, Omar? Prem se bole Ganesh Puran Yagna. शिव भगवान की, पार्वती देवी माता की, गणेश भगवान की जय। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपितजम्भोफलसारभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशिकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पारपङ्कजम्। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु सरस्वतीरूपेण संस्कृतं नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात्। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। 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 गणेश भगवान की जय। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। जय श्री गणेश जय भगवान। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। हरि जय जय गणपति जय गणपति जय गणेश जय सौराष्ट्र के देवनागर नाम की एक प्रसिद्धि राजधानी थी। वहाँ का राजा सोमकंत था। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। वहाँ आपनी प्रजा का पुत्र के समान पलान करता था। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। वहाँ वेद ज्ञान संपन्न शस्त्राभिद्यों में परंगत एवं प्रबल प्रतापी रजा समस्ता रज्याहो मैं मन्या तथा अत्यंता वैभवाशाली काम उसका ऐश्वर्यां कुबेर के भी ऐश्वर्या को लज्जाता करता था। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। उसने आपने पराक्रम से अनेकों देश जीत लिए थे। Jai Shri Ganesh, Jai Jai Shri Ganesh, Jai Shri Ganesh, Jai Jai Bhagavan. Bol Jai Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganapati, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganapati. So devotees and friends, this evening I can't start this katha of Somkan, but I will have to tell, I just want to deal with the bidhi of our activities when we wake in the morning. So my dear friends, Somkan was a great king, and he ruled for quite a while, and he was a very, very good king from the time of birth to then. But my dear friends, then he picked up a disease of the skin. And that disease of the skin made sore marks to him to nearly every spot. They were joining one another. And when he realized, my dear friends, that this had to be because of his Purva Janma, because of his previous birth, he called upon all his ministers and he instructed them to make preparation to have his son by the name of Hemakant to have the throne. And devotees and friends, we all know very well the previous birth of Somakant, where he used to be, after his parents died and so on, in the previous birth, he ill-treated his family. He was, my dear friends, what you call a zessa in today's world. In my time, they used to call them the macho man, Every girl they see they want and everything else. Until he finished all his money, he was a gambler, everything else. But he did a few good merits during that period. And when he died in that last birth, they asked of him, remember, I always tell, and I will continue to say, in maths, this subject mathematics, a +2 and a -2 will give you 0. In karma, in the maths of the karma, a +2 and a -2 will give you 4. What am I talking? You see, my dear friends, we believe that we could do 2 good and 2 bad and go cancel out. Like in maths, and we go reach a 0. No, it don't work so. The law of action, the law of karma tells us to every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So you do 2 good actions, you will get 2 good results. You do 2 bad actions, you will get 2 negative results. What the good action does, it helps build a shield, so when the negative results come back, it helps protect you from the effects of what that negative action would have done. So my dear friends, I want to tell to you, I wish I really could have gone into Somkan's past life, and you would see, my dear friends, some of us might have been very frightened because of the fact that how many of us ill-treat our families. How many of us, leave our wives home and go and look for other women? How many of us are gambling every day? How many of us are partaking of alcohol every day, my dear friend? This was the life of Somkant in his prior life, which brought him to this disease. You do that in this lifetime, Panditji will tell to you. You don't wait for the next lifetime, you just start paying for it here right now. And then when the sickness and everything else come, they will reach straight by you and say, Pundit, Baba, tell me, check, see who do me what. But you did yourself, my dear friends, by ill treating your own body. So that may be it. I had to give you a little introduction into him. He says, look, my dear son, I'm giving you the throne, but I want to give you Veda Gyan. I want to give you the Gyan of the Vedas. So devotees and friends, he told to his son, he says, son, there are certain Vedic injunctions laid down for us to follow. These injunctions that I am about to relate to you are ordained by our scriptures. These are ordained by our scriptures. And devotees and friends, he says, son, if you live by these principles which I give to you, you will have peace and you will shine honorably in all the spheres that you may walk. So my dear friends, which one of us present here this evening would not like to have peace? Tell me. But you can only be happy, my dear friends, when you have peace in your life. If your mind is not peaceful, then you cannot be happy. And if, my dear friends, you keep going after every worldly things, then this mind will have no peace. You know, there is a reason why when we go to prayer, and everybody who prays will put their hands together, first thing like this, and then they close the physical eyes. And when I tell you pray, you would always hear I say, close your physical eyes. Because I don't want you to close your eyes. I want you to close the physical eyes so that the divine eye will start seeing and you will have a vision. If I tell you now, close your eyes, that doesn't mean to say you won't see. You will have a vision inside rolling. But what the vision will be? The vision will be what your mind is saturated with. So what we have to do? We have to fill our minds with pure thoughts. And pure thoughts can only fill our minds, my dear friends, when we see, hear, smell, taste, and touch pure things. So he's telling to his son, he says, son, these activities will give you honor. It will give you peace if you live them. And he says, son, the tenets and principles of governance, you should wake up. When you should wake? What time you just wake, son? 5. Okay, very well. But you know, some of us like to wake 7, 8, and 9 in the morning, no? It says if you are to have peace and if you are to be successful in life, you must rise, my dear friends. He says here, wake before sunrise, during the auspicious Brahma Muhurat hour. What is the Brahma Muhurat hour? The Brahma Muhurat hour is not just from 4:45 to 5 o'clock when the sun now peeping out. The Brahma Muhurat hour starts from 3 a.m. 3 to 6, my dear friends, is that Brahma Muhurat. Panditji will be able to support this. From 3 to 6 in the morning, you can get maximum out of your inner and divine self. You do your job between 3 and 6 in the morning. Do Gayatri Mantra, my dear friends. In that morning, Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratunaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat Swaha. Whichever one of the Gayatri you want to recite, Om Bhurbhuva Swatat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimhi Dhyo. From 3 to 6 in the morning, if you select a little time between that and do your job, my dear friends, you will have maximum benefit, bringing peace into your life. And once there is peace in your life, you will be happy. Omar ji, can we get up before 3, boy? Well, don't worry, Omar does be up by 3, even before 3 sometimes. Prem Sabal Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki. So devotees and friends, that's the first thing. That's the first principle. You must be able So you must be able to get up, my dear friends, and spend a few moments in that Brahma Muhurat hour before you get out of your bedroom. As you get out of your bedroom, you should have Bhagwan Shiva's Vibhuti somewhere at a very, very good spot. And the very next thing it says that you should place along your head that Vibhuti of Bhagwan Shiva. You should wear that ash of Bhagwan Shiva around your forehead, which will help you remove all your sins which are accumulated. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Hum Jum Saha Bhurbhuva Swatrayambakam Yajamaye Shugandhi Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukame Bandhanam Mrityu Moksham Amrita Bhurbhuva Swasaha Jum Om Swaha. I guarantee you, my dear friends, if you wake every morning and spend half an hour with that mantra, all difficulties in your life will surely leave you. Any negative thing coming your way, you will have that insight to get away from it. You will be free from deceit. People will not be able to deceive you. Just that one mantra, that is one of the most powerful and strong mantras for those who are into householder's life. Om Hum Jum Saha Bhurbhuva Swatrayambakam Yajamahe Shugandhi Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukame Bandhanam Mrityu Moksham Amritaha Bhurbhuva Swasaha Jum Om Swaha. Devotees and friends, thereafter now, after putting the ash on your forehead, my dear friends, it says here, that ash on your forehead will remove the sins. Then you meditate on God. You close your eyes there immediately after putting that, that vibhuti, and you concentrate on God. And devotees and friends, thereafter, you must concentrate on your mentor. It is now and recently in Trinidad, we had a program we call the mentorship program. It never lasts. It's a program where, my dear friends, we look for all those retirees, and we have created a little group. And then you get 1 or 2 people into the communities and you put them to be under study of these people. The program never really came. But my dear friends, our scriptures is telling to us, as Hindus, we must speak to our children. And you see, most time, the father, the mother, our uncle, the guru, these are the people who will be the mentor. So it tells to us, we must be able to meditate upon God, concentrate on God, and your mentor. So each and every one of you must have someone that you are willing to tie yourself with, to become like that person. But today, what the young minds say, I am my own man and I am my own woman. Who is you, Pundit, to tell me what to do? Much less to have a mentor. But my dear friends, I want to tell you, Angad and Jambavant were speaking when they did not get words of where Sita was. Jambavant was very old. Angad was the youth. But yet still, my dear friends, they didn't have their desired goal achieved. So what happened? The old and the young came together and they were blending their thoughts. So my young people, do not put aside our older people, because you see, we may not have that academical education as you have, but experience. When our scriptures say, listen to your father, listen to your guru, listen to your mother, and listen to the leaders of the land, what it tells to you. It tells to you scriptural, and your guru guidance is very important. Your father is not love, you know. Your father is experience. And when you have experience, you have everything. Mother is love. And when they say follow the master of the land, what it means? Who are the master of your land? The master of your land, my dear friends, is not the politician. It is, my dear friends, the constitution of the land. That is the master of the land. Sometimes even world leaders does not follow the constitution of the land today. So it tells you now, first it start off by telling you follow the constitution of God, which is our scriptures. Talk to the experience of your father. Infiltrate the love of your mother into all that you do, and also respect the constitution of your land, the laws of your land. If you disrespect the laws of your land, my dear friends, you also become indisciplined. And if you are indisciplined, then how can you follow God? So my dear friends, this is all Somkan is telling to his son. But now he comes to the actual Devis and manifestation. And he says, son, before you start anything else now, you must touch the earth. You must pray to Bhumi Devi. Why are you praying to Bhumi Devi? You asking her for forgiveness. Why? This divine mother is taking all the weight and everything. We are trampling upon her, and yet still she does not. She allows us to do it. She allows us to play on her. Just like any nice parent, any good parent. The child is growing up. When they get big, you can't, because you can't take the weight. But when the child's small, what happens? They romp all over you. And that is what our Mother Earth is doing for us. We are never too old for Mother Earth. She is allowing us to play on her all the time. So we ask of her for her forgiveness as we continue to tread and walk upon her. He says, then you pray to the elephant head Vinayaka to remove all obstacles from your path. He says, then systematically you should worship Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva to lead you always on the right path. What will lead you on the right path? Isn't it knowledge? So you ask Lord Shiva for that knowledge. Namah Shivaya. Na and Ma represents knowledge. Na, my dear friends, in Nama represents knowledge of the whole. Ma represents knowledge of the smaller portion. In the academic world, you call it macro and micro. In all the big plannings of the world, you have a macro plan, and from that macro plan, you will have a smaller plan, smaller portions, which will help you to get to the bigger portion. So, Namah Shivaya. My dear friends, that is very, very important that you pray to Shiva Bhagwan in the morning for that knowledge. Knowledge of the whole, knowledge of the little, Shivaya. Knowledge of how to protect and sustain what you have, knowledge of how to set yourself goals, and knowledge of the strategy by which you shall attain this goal. And that's the power of Namah Shivaya. That is why we recite that mantra every morning, Namah Shivaya. After that, my dear friends, we pray to Devi Parvati to remove all the family worries. Om Durga Durgate Rakshani Rakshani Mataye Namaha. Om Durga, Divine Mother, Durgate Rakshani Rakshani Mataye Namaha. I bow to you, O Divine Mother. Namaha is bow, prostration, Mother, Aye, to come. So, O Mother, please come. Mother Durga, please come. Durgate. Durgate is difficulties. Rakshani Rakshani Mataye Namaha. O Mother, please come and help me to remove these difficulties which I will endure through the day. Arti Devi worship. Om Durga Durgate Rakshani Rakshani Mataye Namaha. So I give you two powerful mantras there ready, my dear friends. I could close the night and let Ganesh say thank you now. Because we need to transform our lives. This is my aim for this year coming. Reflection, let us look back. I want you to check my dear, that is why I raised these points tonight. Because I want you to reflect for this year ahead and see if you are practicing these divine principles, these injunctions which are given to us from our scriptures. If we are not, my dear friends, then surrender to these injunctions and you will surely have transformation. Surely you will have transformation. So after praying to Parvati Devi to remove all the family worries and so on, you pray to Lord Vishnu and his consort Lakshmi Devi for guiding you to administer what you have to do throughout the day. Some of us start our day and we do, we have not a plan for the day. If you don't have a plan for the day, how are you going to have a successful day? And this is where you're praying, Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi Mata, my dear friends, to put order and direction to your day, to guide you to administer your life through the day. You get all of them seated? Where Prahalada is this evening? Prem Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki. So devotees and friends, after praying to Divine Vishnu, Bhagavan Vishnu and Devi Mata Lakshmi, then we pray to Surya Narayana. Why we pray to Surya Narayana? To energize and project our intellect in a very positive way. Prem Shri Ganesh Puran Yagna. And devotees and friends, he says, dear son, thereafter, make sure that you do not disrespect the devas. You do not respect and disrespect the Brahmins. Dear son, and follow the code of conduct. You must follow, sincerely and adhere to the codes of conduct, and both wealth and pleasure will grow and swell in great magnitude. If you follow the code of conduct of our scriptures, my dear friends, your wealth and pleasure will grow and swell in great magnitude. What, my dear friends, then are the code of conduct that we have? It says here that the code of conduct are worshipping and renouncing yourself at the feet of the saints. How are you to have this, to renounce to the saints? Where can I find the saints every morning before I wake up? My dear friends, Ramayana Katha tells to us, very nicely. starts by, my dear friends, where you sincerely have and bow to the saints. Where are you going to find the saints, each and every one of you, in your house in the morning? Pratama Bhakti Santana Karasana. Find yourself in satsang. When you find yourself in satsang, what you're going to get? You are going to get this saintly type of information that will be placed into your heart. Do sarirati mama katha prasanga. Learn about God. Why must you learn about God? When you learn about God, my dear friends, you will have those saintly principles into your heart. Binu satsanga viveka na hoi. Again it says find yourself in satsang, but you can only find yourself in satsang when you have the blessings of God. So when you have the blessings of God to be into a satsang, my dear friends, don't talk and waste time in that satsang. That satsang, when you sit down there, you know, that's the time we like to socialize. No, I'm telling you, no, don't do that. The few moments that you sit in satsang, chant the name of God. If you cannot chant along the lines that Pundit is chanting or the group is chanting, you chant your Guru mantra in your mind. This is what satsang will do. So it creates your mind and it saturates your mind, my dear friends, in this sattvic saintly qualities. And this is what you bow to. You bow to the divine qualities within you. And that is where you will find the saints every morning to bow to the great qualities within you. Prince Shri Ramsurmair ki. So my dear friends, then it says, bow to Lord Shiva. Not just the Murti, as I tell you. Place a plan in your life. Know what you want. Every person, my dear friends, if you have not done it, I want you to go home in your quiet moments. Do not allow tomorrow to pass you. Put in your life what you will want reality. Don't go unreal. Put into your life a plan what you want for the next 5-10 years. That is na in nama. Then, my dear friends, look at how in small pieces can you now work towards achieving that. Look at your plan, my dear friends, and ensure that it is within reality, that you can sustain it. Then you must set yourself a time to achieve this. If you leave it open without a time, my dear friends, you will never finish. And then you must learn the strategies, you must learn the vidhi, you must learn the method of how to get what you want. And that is the Shivaya you have to pray to every morning. So it means when you pray to Bhagwan Shiva, you're reflecting of your plan of your life that you have for yourself, a distance ahead, and how today, what I'm going to do today will contribute towards bringing and achieving my goal. This is how life has to be. And devotees and friends, then it continues to tell to us. It says we must work constantly towards the preservation of our dharma. We must work, my dear, these are the codes of ethics, to preserve our dharma. We must protect our material wealth. When you go, my dear friends, what you know, that you have to protect your wealth? So my dear friends, when you go into all these gambling halls, I can't say halls now because it is in Trinidad, every little parlor have one. So when you go into all these gambling parlor and throw away your money, that is not protecting your money. That is not protecting your wealth. You know, everybody that said it play away is a legal thing. That is gambling still. You're throwing away your money. Because somebody winning is your losses. Always remember that. When you are gambling, my dear friends, your winning is somebody losses, somebody cares. That money cannot last you long. Praise Shri Ganesh Puran. So it tells you must protect your wealth, protect your happiness. And you can only protect your happiness, my dear friends, by protecting your peace of mind. And you can only have peace of mind when you perform job. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Gam Ganapati Namaha. Prem Shri Ganesh Bhagwan Ki. Omar will now sing us a bhajan.
प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है, सुख करता दुख हरता पावन परमात्मा है। प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है। प्रभु जी सुख का सागर है, सुख करता दुख हरता पावन परमात्मा है। प्रभु जी
Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Ganesh, Jai Jai Bhagwan. Jai Shri Ganesh, Jai Jai Bhagwan. जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान, जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। बोल जय जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश जय गणपति, जय 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 गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश जय गणपति, जय 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 गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश जय। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान, जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। बस फिर क्या था पृथ्वी कपकपे, पार्वत लिए गए, अनेकों वृक्षा गिरे गए। जय श्री गणेश समुद्र शुभूतम, और ऐसे भीषण दवनी हुई जैसे ब्रह्मंदाही विधि वर्ण होने जा रहा है सब और प्रकृति में। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान, जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। मैं शोभ ही शोभ प्रतीता होता था, जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। बहु के प्रचन्नाभे अमूता पूर्वाते, जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। जहाँ गिरिहा वहाँ स्नान गणेश कुंड के नाम से भी ख्याता हुआ। शेषो से शरीरा से रखा निकाम, नीस है वहाँ के पाशन भी लाल वर्ण के हो गई टेन। जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान, जय श्री गणेश जय जय भगवान। बोल जय जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश जय गणपति, जय जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश जय गणपति, जय जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश जय गणपति। So devotees and friends, what I'm doing now is I'm just bringing conclusion to our last evening's katha. Sindura, my dear friends, have taken off the head of the embryo of Vinayaka Bhagwan in that embryo form in the womb of Uma Devi. He went in there as air, and he took that head and threw it in the river. And that point on the river, my dear friends, it opened the big hole which is known as Ganesh Kund. It is known, my dear friends, as Ganesh Kund. But the blood from the hair and everything else, it was filled with that blood, that red color. And so, devotees and friends, what happened thereafter? Ganesh Bhagwan was born. And as I told to you, he was born on this day, which is the fourth day, the Chaturtithi in the month of Avani. And that is this period that we are celebrating. And devotees and friends, he was moving around without his head, talking without the head. And there, my dear friends, Naradji went to Bhagwan, absolute Bhagwan Ganesh, because he will know just now that he is an absolute form. And he went to that absolute form and he says, tell me what to do. The manifestation is moving here without a head. And he says, listen, Shivaji, Shiva, Father Shiva, Pitaji, Shivaji, he have head of a devotee of his, an elephant head that he has stored away. Take that and place it on the headless body. And so, my dear friends, they put it, and as I told you last evening, there he was known as Gajanana. This is the name we should be worshipping most of this Ganesh Utsav. This is the Gajanana avatar we are celebrating. And so, my dear friends, this little elephant head boy moving around, and there Narad came again, Narayan, 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 you know, devotees and friends, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. What he did, he went straight to where Sindura was, and he said, Sindura, he said Ganesh born to Uma Devi, and he there little elephant head boy, and he running around. And so, my dear friends, Sindura said, he rage, drive into him. I said, I'm going to kill him now. And he reached up into Kailash Parvat. Dear Ganesh Bhagwan was in Kailash Parvat. So somebody asked me last night where Ganesh Bhagwan lives. He lives in Kailash Parvat, but then I'll tell him where he is within you. Before I close this evening, I'll tell him whether he lives in Kailash Parvat or not. That is not really essential to me. It's where he lives in me, and I want you to know where he lives in you. And yet still, if he's living within you, I want to know how you to treat this body, where the house where he's living in. Prem se bole Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki. So devotees and friends, Sindura went up there, man, and he called out and he started to laugh. Hey Gajanan, come out, I'm ready for you. And devotees and friends, Gajanan come out in his very small form. And Sindura started to laugh. But Gajanan telling to him, he said, listen now, what you come here for? You'll be destroyed, you know. So he started to laugh and start to mock Gajanana now because he seen him in this little form. So he telling him now, he said, listen, he said a small chisel. He said a small chisel that start knocking on the mountain. And it just break down the mountain, you know. At some point it will break down the mountain. So he said, oh, just watch me a little here and feel that it is so. You know, when I was pretty young, well, my Ustad who taught me the Ramayana, he said, Vishnu, he said, if you have to learn this thing, you have to give up everything. So I give up cricket and everything. From 13 years old, I give up everything that I love for the sports and world and everything. And my only love was Ramayana and the scriptures. And my dear friends, but I remember going with the boys and them one day to play a cricket match. And all the boys were little, small, tiny boys. And one fellow from the opposing side came, okay, use a player. Use no player. Remember that in my house? By cement? Use a player, use not a player. And my dear friends, when them little boys start to throw that ball all in the cocoa land, they want to know who is playing and who is not. It's the same thing Ganesh Bhagwan is telling here now to Sindura. He said, you're big and you're strong and you're feeling you're powerful. He said, but a little chisel has cut down the whole mountain. Always remember that. Devotees and friends, what is the lesson coming out of this? My dear friends on Sankhya TV, what are the lessons coming out of this? Do not allow yourself to feel degraded. Do not allow yourself to feel that you are inferior. God have given you life, and if God have given you life, my dear friends, you have the power and the strength of God to achieve anything that is there for you to achieve in this world. Praise the Shri Ganesh Puran Yagna. So devotees and friends, Sindura now, to cut the story a little bit short and to give you the message of it, Sindura started down. And what happened? Gajanana Swami, my dear friends, turned himself into the full form. He says he was from the earth to the sky. Such an enormous form. How can you throw yourself from the earth to the sky? You have the power to do it. You could make yourself big, like from here to the earth to the skies. Yes, you can. Let me tell you what will make you big as from the earth to the sky. My dear friends, when your self-esteem grows and you know what you're about to do, you have the knowledge what you're about to do, you grow big. You're huge like a mountain. And then you will shine like gold. Once you know what you have to do, the inferiority complex will disappear. You will shine like gold, my dear friends. Gajananand Swami raised himself like that. And he didn't stop there. He showed, my dear friends, to Sindura all the manifestation of the universe within him. That manifestation of Gajananand, my dear friends, is to tell to you and I, for this Ganesh Utsav, when you worship Ganesh Bhagwan, you are worshipping the absolute Lord. Within him there is the entire universe, so you must not limit him to there. We must not just limit him to that form. He is way beyond that form. We are all into him. Chapter 6 verse 50 of the Bhagavad Gita says, see me into all things and see all things into me. So when you stand in front of that Murti, my dear friends of Ganesh Bhagwan, you must see yourself inside of him. And you must see him inside of you. That is what is meant when it says he is inside and he is outside. You must see yourself inside of him. And you must see him inside of you. And then, my dear friends, he holds Sindura by the tusk and he starts knocking him here and there. Remember, he was now, his body and everything else had that sindur kind, because of that sindur, that, that color of, and he says the sindur starts sprinkling all over now, which they take now and they start putting it on the Devata's forehead. My dear friends, and so he was able to bring Sindura, what he did. Before Sindura could get salvation, my dear friends, when he took him in the tusk, in the trunk, and started hitting him from one side to the next side, from one side to the next side, what was he doing? Because Sindura got salvation, Sindura got moksha. But you think it's just where you get moksha? Do all the wrong thing and then come to God? And no. My dear friends, the pains and the sacrifice that Sindura had to go through, moving from one end to the next end and being banged on the ground, my dear friends, is the karma, the actions that the penance that he started to perform before then. It says here, he came through the feet, and so he got salvation. So no wrong person doing all the wrong things, if you don't make the necessary correction in your life, you will not be able. If you don't transform your life, when you die, I could read all kind of eulogies. Eulogy, let's call it? Eulogy or ology or whatever you call it. My dear friends, the eulogy could say how much a nice person you are. If you wasn't a nice person to be presented to God, the eulogy means nothing. Let your eulogy, my dear friends, be your, I want you, last thought, and then a closing. I want you to go home any day in your silent moment and write your eulogy in your mind. So write some things what you would want people to say about you. And you'll see how much thing we still have to correct. Talk, write it through then. Write it through in your mind. And you'll see how much things we still have to improve and transform into our lives. So my dear friends, Gajananam beated Sindura from one end to the next end. And that is how he got salvation. Gajanan Swami Ki. My dear friends, to close off, our Lord Ganesha, that Shri Ganesha which we celebrate, lies, my dear friends, at the base of your spine in the Muladhara Chakra. That is his abode. Physically, from the Puranas and everything else, he lives in Kailash Parvat where Bhagwan Shiva is. But within you, what is most important to you and I is that he lives in that Muladhara Chakra. He is the watchman. Watchman for what? Watchman for your actions, to make sure that you keep always, my dear friends, keep yourself above. Keep yourself with love. Keep yourself, my dear friends, away from hate, anger, jealousy, pride, malice, backbiting. You see, hardly anybody talk about the 7 lower chakras. You have Atal, Vital, Sutal, Talatal, Rasatal, Mahatal, and Patal. Atal, my dear friends, is on the hips. And that is when you have all the lustful feelings and the fear and so on. On the thighs is Vital. And you reach to Vital, my dear friends, when you have the rage and anger. When you have jealousy. You're watching what somebody else have and it burn in your eyes. That is on your knees. That is known as Sutal. When you have prolonged confusion, you don't know where to go and how to turn, that is Talatal, that is on the calves. When you live a very selfish life, that, my dear friends, is Rasatal, that is on the ankle. When you have no conscience, you do things just for doing sake without a conscience, that is Mahatal. And when you have revenge and malice in your heart, that is at the soul of your field, Patal. You will never ever rise, my dear friends. You know? So somebody do you something that you don't like. Don't go to take revenge, because you will keep yourself under the sole of your foot and you will never rise, my dear friends. Throw them off, forgive them, and you continue on your journey. But if you think, my dear friends, about doing revenge and giving revenge, that's where your whole life will center around, and you'll die and go, die and go, die and go, and you will never make yourself happy. Pray, Mr. Shri Ganesh Puran. So Ganesh Bhagwan, my dear friends, is on the 8th chakra. That is the Muladhara chakra. He, brings that awareness. He gives us memory. He shows us that, hey, listen, everything is conditioned within time and space, so live within that, confinement. But how many of us take the call of Ganesh Bhagwan? For this 11 days, oh my God, we so much at the feet of Ganesh Bhagwan. After this, what happened? Pitri Paksh comes. Some of you don't observe Pitri Paksh, so you're looking again for the signboards. Prem Shri Ganesh Bhagwan Ki Jai. So my dear friends, memory, awareness. What memory? You must have memory. Ganesh Bhagwan teaches us. The elephant, my dear friends, have one of the greatest memory capacity. So he grants unto us memory. But what is the sense? You know that, okay, this is causing me trouble, this is causing me pain, this is causing me distress, this is causing me to hurt others, and you still continue to do it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 100 times. What is going to happen? You're being hostile to Shri Ganesh, and if you're hostile to God, you could never be happy, my dear friends. So then if you're not happy, it means your mind is not peaceful. And this is where we want you to go. So take Shri Ganesh and place him in your hearts. Place these principles that we talked about this evening. And my dear friends, you will have success, growth and prosperity. Prem Sabale Shri Ganesh Bhagwan Ki Jai. So I now hand over to Ganesh. From Ganesh Bliss, we hand over to Ganesh. Oh, before you come, Sirama not Sheriff. Is Angela, isn't it? Angela Govind? So Angela Govind have to say something before you say anything else. I was worried if I would remember the full name because I didn't write it down.
Reverend Vyasji, Pundit Vishnu Ramsurmair, our Pundits officiating at Puja, Pundit Atmanan Prabhu, Pundit Kashinath Maharaj, devotees of God, Sitaram. It is my honor this evening to call forward next to me the president of this organization, Mr. Ganesh Puran. Ganesh Ji, on behalf of the Shrotas of the Ganesh Utsav Festivals Committee 2019, we'd like to express to you our love. Ganesh, there are no words that will aptly describe who you are to this organization and to all of us. From last year when we were chosen or we volunteered to do this Vrat, you and your family and indeed your executive have been a pillar of strength to us, and that only comes from your love for Bhagwan Ganesh, which is so apparent, so evident. So many are the challenges that we faced, but never once did I see you flustered, did we see you discouraged, or did we see you demotivated. And we cannot express our gratitude. You know, there are no words, like I said, to express our gratitude to you for being there for us. To you, your family, and all members of the executive, we just want to say we love you, we thank you, and we just like to honor you with a small token of appreciation for having given us this opportunity to serve Bhagwan Ganesh in this most auspicious way.
Thank you very much, Angela. And before I call Ganesh again, because I don't know how long that might be, so let me just give you all an invitation from Pandit Kashinath Maharaj. He will be officiating at a 3 days Bhagavad Yagna. This will be held in 29 Calcutta Settlement number 2 Freeport at the residence of Mr. and Mrs. David Suklal. And it starts on Friday the 11th to Sunday the 13th. Friday the 11th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. there will be a multi-procession within that Calcutta area. And then from 2 to 4 and 6 to 9 there will be Bhagavad Katha done by Pundit Kashinath Maharaj. And then on Saturday, same time, 2 to 4 and 6 to 9, again Bhagavad Katha. And then Sunday morning from 9 a.m. to 12 midday, it will conclude. Puja will be conducted there by Pandit Dudnath Maharaj. Please accept this invitation and make an effort to be there. That's the month of October. It's not far, so don't forget the invitation, please. Now I give you Ganesh Ji.
Sitaram devotees. Oh boy. My heart is filled with joy this evening.
That's why there's so much of people.
That's what. To see so many of you this evening, to join with us in devotion. I must say thank you to the shooters for giving me support through this year. We as a committee have endured a lot of obstacles, but we made it. And we made it into this wonderful Yajna Shala we are seeing this evening. I'm sure you all are enjoying the ambience, the nice cool breeze in this savannah. We call it worshiping Shri Ganesh in the greens. So yes, I would like to say thank you once more. We have a short program in place for this evening, like we do at the end of every Yagna. Yeah. Firstly, I would like to thank my executive. It's a small executive, but we work in wonders. I would like to call them up on front stage. Please, my executive, Rennie, Vashish, Marianne, Nadia. We won't be too long, devotees. It will be short. Ganesh Prasad, better known as Vicky. Is he here? Two of our committee members is not yet present. They are working. I will start with Marianne. That's my wife, my lovely wife. She's the trustee of this organization, the Felicity Ganesh Utsav Festivals Committee. My secretary, Nadia. Vashish, who is the PRO. Rennie, our committee member, and most important, the man with the money, treasurer, Ganesh Prasad. So this devotees is a small handful of people together with other devotees within the organization that bring this production like how it is to be. So I really, on behalf of all the devotees, I'd like to say thank you very much. We all work hard to bring this Ganesh Utsav 2019 make it a success. Once again, I say thank you very much. And I will say it's Bhagwan's blessing, Shri Ganesh blessing that have us all together like this. You know? I would like to thank our sponsors for tonight. Our sponsor, Mr. Javed Khan. This guy have been sponsoring us a number of years now, wholeheartedly. His lovely wife is here. And mind you, he's the one sponsoring the fireworks. You all probably saw it on Facebook. A lot of fireworks going to happen this evening, right? So Javed Khan is the one behind this. So we're going to stay back and take in the fireworks just now. So I'll get straight into the program. Devotees, in this organization, we honor our people within our communities and environments. We give back to the people that support us and who do community work within our community. I would like to honor this evening, I will call him a young guy, a man by the name of Sikcharan Ramlal Palance. Right? Most of you will know that this gentleman. Right? He does massaging and rubbing of foot and right. I probably went by him about 100 times. In my footballing days, you know, I would have sprained my ankle and all this kind of. But this gentleman have helped, I would say, hundreds of people within the community and outside. So this evening we would like to honor Mr. Palance, as we call him. His granddaughter is here, Roshni Ramlal. Madam, I would like to present a token for appreciation, a scroll. I know I spoke to him earlier this week, right? But he's not in good health at this moment. But I beg that Shri Ganesh bless him and bring him back to life. Yeah. So on behalf of the Felicity Ganesh Utsav Festivals Committee, we would like to honor Mr. Palance with this scroll for doing a lot of community work. Give her a round of applause. And at the same time, like I tell my members, my executive members, this year we are doing the Ganesh Utsav in Youngsters Recreation Ground. If you haven't done community work ever, this is community work. That's the true metal in it, right? I am involved in 4 organizations, so I could tell you about our community work. You know, for some of the executive members, this might be all the first time. So the metal, you tested the true metal in your life. And we pull it off. Our yajna is very successful. With all of you, this yajna is for the people of Felicity and environs. This is your Ganesh Utsav. You support it. The next person I would like to honor today is Mr. Javed Khan. This man, I could call this man anytime. I say, boss, you know, we shut up as so. He will never hesitate. He will always say, don't worry, that man, just come through. You know? And he has been supporting this organization for a long time now. And it is only fitting that we honor him today. He's supposed to be here this evening, but he got stuck in Tobago. He's in Tobago, but his lovely wife is here. So she will receive the scroll on his behalf. A round of applause for Robert Khan. And we surely awaits the fireworks in a while. Well, that's my PRO, Bashish, to please. Is Brian in the audience? Brian from Brian Printers. Is he here? He's supposed to be here, so we'll do this a little later. Devotees, this award is a posthumous award. Whoever know me, they will tell you, I don't like giving posthumous award. But we have to do it this year. I always say we give people awards so that they can enjoy the moment. This person is none other than Krishnadat Keshu Maharaj. You are part of this organization. Just about a couple of months ago, he left us. So, we'd like to honor him today. Of this way of a scroll, as his daughter is yet to see. I'd like her to come up. Devotees, we have another gift for Chrissy. Last year, her father, Kishu, we were talking after the Utsav one of the nights. He said, Ganesh, how I could get one of these murtis, right? I really, really like this murti. So, jokingly, I would say, you have to get the mala, you can't get this murti just so. You have to accept the mala. Because usually we give our devotees a token of our appreciation this week, so they can worship Shri Ganesh in the altar. I didn't know Mr. Krishnadat Keshu would have left us a couple of months ago. But God have a plan for everybody and everything. So Chrissy, on behalf of the Felicity Ganesh Utsav Festivals Committee, I would like to present you with this murti in his memory. Okay, I was now reminded by Baba that Panditji, year before, he was the first one that Pundit Ramsurmair had called up to get the mala by the river, but he on the truck, and he said no. You know? So, Chrissy, on behalf of the committee, we would like to. I know your dad is not here, but we give you a song. I'm still waiting on if Brian is in the audience. Can you come forward? You got 2 seconds. Okay, we move on with the program. Right about now, I would like to ask one of our shooters, any one of you, for 2 minutes, can you all say how your experience was as a shooter for this past year, with this worship of Shri Ganesh, the vrat you have been doing? Any one of you? I heard Angela speak this side.
Once again, everyone. I don't know why they are all shy, because they're very vocal, all the time. I think I speak for everyone when I say that it's been nothing short of a splendid, spiritually charged, and magnificent year for us. I came to the Ganesh Puran Yagna last year on the invitation of my aunt, Mrs. Bella Singh, who's been here for the last few nights. And she was telling me, she said, Angela, you always have so much pain, because I have lots of pains in my shoulders, my neck, my hands. She said, why don't you come and be a part of this devotion, And I came to the Yagya, and when I came, I was pleasantly surprised at the Shakti, the vibrations, the unity, and the love that I saw at the mandir last year. So when the Yagya ended, and Panaji, you were asking if there's anyone who would volunteer, I remember I was the first person who came, and I accepted a mala. And for that, I thank Bhagwan Ganesh for his inspiration, for his blessing, and for having taken me through the year. I can attest to the strength of this devotion, and what it requires is faith. When you have faith, anything is possible. I can tell you, thanks to Bhagwan Ganesh, today I stand here much healthier than I was before. A lot of my pain has been gone, and I can tell anyone to please don't let Pandit ask you or beg you or request. You should willingly accept doing this devotion. It brings so many rewards. I have not only grown spiritually, I've made a lot of new friends in Felicity, where I grew up, but I now live in Cunupia. And these friendships, I'm sure, will last. I also admire this young man. When I came to the first night and I saw him speak, and he was introduced as the president of the organization, I said, wow, this is awesome. I remember him as a little boy growing up in Felicity. And I said, if this is something that he is doing, I will support him. Because as a teacher, I support young people and their endeavors, especially when it comes to Sanatan Dharma. So it's been an amazing year. I give thanks to Bhagwan for his blessings, for not just me, my family, and all the Shruters who are here this evening. And again, we can't thank all of you enough. Ganesh, your executive, for your hard work. We just fasted and came and did puja. But you, Pandit Ji, Pandit Vyas, and all the members of your executive are the ones who put this fantastic event together so that we could derive the blessings and we could be privileged to do the puja on a daily basis. So again, thank you. Jai Sitaram, and may Bhagwan Ganesh continue to bless us all.
Thank you, Angela. I will endorse what she said. So don't be afraid tomorrow morning when we go down by the river and Panditji would give malas. Trust me, I was the first one to receive the mala. And I usually say this every year. When Baba gave me the mala, I didn't know what I was doing with this mala. Then after, when we came back by the temple, saying well, X, Y, and Z, you have to do the vrat. So I was like, sure, I wasn't worried, you know. So I said, I can't fast for a whole year, you know. So he said, if I'm getting problems, call him. And I never had to call him. Honestly, I never had to call him. I went through it fast. And like a couple of nights ago, Dr. Ramachan spoke about the miracles of Shri Ganesh. And I too can say the miracles in my life since I have been worshipping Shri Ganesh. You know, I used to see Shri Ganesh in front of me just so. Appearing me just so. In the clouds, I would see Shri Ganesh in the clouds. You know? So I tell this to people who I know, you know, to encourage them. And I see many, many miracles in my life. And I see a lot of devotees who got the mala, how they were before, and I know how they are now, you know, and they are better off. So this devotion is wonderful. So with this said, I would like to honor our shooters for this what they have been doing for this past year. Shooters, this is our appreciation from our committee in honoring you all with this murti which we have for you. And we put it in your altar and worship it every day. Okay? And we will start off. Baba, you will help me with this, right? I would like to honor Mother as you all sitting out like this. With the first one. Thank you very much for supporting us as a committee and joining us. I hope to see you all. Angela. Glory. Puja. I'll ask Davy and Alton. Davy. Nadia and her daughter. Yeah. I'll wait for our photographer. Devi and her children. That's Ria. That's it for the shooters. So devotees, I would really on behalf of the committee, really like to thank you all for supporting us for this Ganesh Utsav 2019 at the Youngsters Recreation Ground. I think you should give yourself a round of applause. There's so many of you here, by hundreds. I can tell by the amount of chairs I put out here today. I must say thank you so much for supporting me. This is your Ganesh Utsav. This is for the community. What we do here is for the people of Felicity. Panditji, and I want to say something. You have people saying they are the founders of Ganesh Utsav, but Panditji is the founder of Ganesh Utsav in Felicity. I think he needs a round of applause. And we are very grateful for all your support, Panditji, all the years long now. For the Atman also, Vernon and the crew, everybody. You know? I will say no more. I will leave the thank yous for my PRO. So I'll ask, before I ask the Shish to come forward, devotees, our monthly Chaturthi, our monthly Ganesh Puja, will be on the 1st of October. Right, 1st of October at the Devi Mandir. And I must say thank you to Bandat and his committee for allowing us to use the Devi Mandir in Felicity to do our monthly Chaturthi Puja. Likewise, Mr. Uncle Sonny from the Shri Shankar Mandir also. He led us to use the facility also. So Uncle, I must say thank you very much, Bandat, the whole crew. And I will go so far to say, and I said it earlier, some months ago, that Bandat actually saved Ganesh Utsav in Felicity. Right? So I will leave it at that. So I will ask of my PRO to move a vote of thanks, followed by the Arti and so forth.
Jai Shri Ganesh. Devotees, once again, Sitaram. I have a somewhat difficult task tonight, which is to convey thanks. But of course, I welcome this task with open arms, because without these persons and these organizations, our celebration this year could not have been as successful as it was. I must begin first of all by saying thanks to Bhagwan Shri Ganesh for giving us the foresight and the ability to carry on this celebration despite whatever challenges we faced. We must say thanks also again to our officiating Pundits throughout all the 8 nights of Yagna, Pundit Ganesh Maharaj, Pundit Ajay Rambali, and of course our very Pundit Vishnu Ramsurmair. We want to say thank you as well to all visiting Pundits and Brahmacharis who has graced us with their presence throughout a number of nights, and also blessing us with their words and their greetings. Again, words cannot really put emphasis on the thank yous that we want to give to Pandit Atmanan, who has been here day after day, countless hours, giving of his service and of his time to make sure that each one of us can bring our offerings and to the feet of Lord Ganesh and get their blessings. Thank you to his assistants as well, Vernon and Uncle Kumar. We must say thanks also to our constructor of our Murti man, Uncle Daniram Sanka, and his family and team, who has year after year committed to creating our Murti, despite our increasing demands to get bigger and go bigger and bigger every year. I want to say thank you as well to all our kirtan groups and musicians who have graced us with their presence every night. And singers from the ISKCON group who was here one night. And stay tuned as well, because after we complete tonight, Pandit Ganesh will also be here with his group to do some live performances afterwards. We must say a big thank you, of course, to the Chaguanas Borough Corporation, who has allowed us graciously to use this Felicity Youngsters ground. And not only granting us the permission, but they have been assisting us in every way by cutting the grass. They have come making sure our tanks are filled to have water every day. So a big thank you also to the Chaguanas Borough Corporation. To Brian's Tent Rentals, who took that vision of our president and put it into reality by making this structure not only comfortable for everyone, but I feel that, you know, it gives us so much happiness to be here. Our decorator Ravi of Montrose in Chaguanas, thank you to Ravi and his team also for the beautiful decorations. Our PA system Andy of Musical Kiss, thank you very much. We want to say thank you also to Sankhya TV for being here and allowing our celebrations in Felicity to be broadcasted throughout our country and of course throughout the world, wherever you are looking at us. To our cooks and our helpers who have been with us every day in the kitchen, helping, cutting up ingredients to make sure that everybody is well fed every day. Thank you to all of the cooks, all of the helpers, all of our servers who, you know, sometimes even without being asked, they give up themselves when they see something needs to be done. So they come out and they help pass the parasad, or they share the Arti, or whatever it may be. Thank you to all of you. And of course, if I were to go on further, we may be here until it's time to go on to the Visarjan. If I begin to thank all of our contributors and financial sponsors who have given to us willingly and generously. So to each of you all who have contributed in any small way towards our celebration, we want to say thank you very much on behalf of the Felicity Ganesh Utsav Festivals Committee for all of your generous contributions, and may Bhagwan Ganesh continue to bless each and every one of you. On a personal note, and more so, before I end, the Shrotas paid, you know, their respects to our President Ganesh, but I also want to, on behalf of our executive, commend Ganesh Raghunandan, and I think we should give him a round of applause again. Yes, we are an executive, but trust me when I tell you that the lion's share of this production was really carried forward by our President Ganesh. And we want to say thank you very much, you know, for Lord Ganesh putting into you the vision, the will to make sure that this Utsav celebration does not die and it continues to get bigger and bigger every year. So finally, I just want to thank, as the President said, thanks to every one of you for showing up night after night from, you know, the comfort of your homes to be here with us to receive the blessings and the darshan of Lord Ganesh. And thank you all very, very much. Sitaram.
Thank you, Vashish. Just one announcement again, and I'll hand over to Kalechi. The surgeon is tomorrow morning, so we want to leave this shala by 4:30 a.m. Right? So we want all of you all to join us. We will put Lord Shri Ganesh on the chariot, and we will pull the chariot along the streets of Felicity to the river, like we normally do. Okay? So I hope to see all or most of you tomorrow morning. So it will be a wonderful, wonderful session by the river. Right? So, Sitaram, I'll hand you over to Pandit Ji. Oh, before I leave, I think I have an announcement for one announcement again. Bear with me. Rudra Fest. It's on the 22nd. The 22nd. I think that's next week at the Diwali Nagar. So please join with them. and support the Ruja Fest. It's a mantra that Swami Ganapati, Sri Swami Ganapati Satyanda had given us to chant. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. It's for protection of our country. He will be coming next year to do a big Rudra Yajna. So we're building the momentum as it goes along. So on 22nd, we want to see all of you down there at the Diwali now. So I hand you over now to Panditji and Sitaram.
Principal Shri Ganesh Puran ki Jai. And my dear friends and supporters of the Ganesh Utsav committee, I want each and every one of you to know that this group is not just a unit standing by itself. And I will ask the President and the Executive to ensure that you update your Executive by taking a listing of your recent election, minutes of that election, and a financial report of a year or so, and drop it in back at the Community Development Division. 10 years ago, my dear friends, as Supervisor of Community Development, when this committee had to be formed, and I don't want to go into details, but the committee had to be formed to hold Ganesh Utsav Committee. I was then Supervisor of Community Development in County Carroll, and I ensured that the registration of this group took place. So this is a bona fide group of the Community Development, Ministry of Community Development of Trinidad and Tobago. So this, my dear friends, this group has status with the ministry that sees about all voluntary organization. I don't think that you all did the update. I'm retired now, otherwise I would have get it from you all, you know. But whoever is there, when you go, there is a file. So you see, it's not just about anything. There is a file, Ganesh Utsav Committee, Felicity, there. So when you go and you carry that, they just pull that file and they will update it and everything else. So my dear friends, nobody cannot say that the committee is doing something and it is just within a few people. No. You have the ministry there with this committee is being registered there. Principal Shri Ganesh Puran ki Jai. May you all please stand as we shall have Purnahuti. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidang Purnat Purnamudachate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Hari Om Gam Ganapati Namaha. Om Shri Ganesh Bhagwan Purnahuti Gvam Shanti. Swaham Ganesh Bhagwan ki Jai. Achman. Om Andatiniyastu Yarvari Sarvapapharam Divyam Tatidam Kali Pratam Samyajyam Achmanyam Prankraya. Hari Om Tatsat Sri Again Devata ki. Take flowers, find a different direction. Everybody receive the blessings of the heaven. Om Buddha Buddha Swagani Prati Jagrahi Pramishta Purati Sam Sri Chaitamayam Cha Asmin Sadhasmin Ariyutadhasmin Vishwai Devaya Jamnai Jai Sijata Again Devata Ki Jai. Arti. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha Deva. Mata Tero Parvati Pita Mahadeva. Mata Tero Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
जगदीश्वरी दया करो मातेश्वरी कृपा करो जगदीश्वरी दया करो
This evening, as we bring closer to our